from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 65 yards. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Over the middle here to Brown. That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be second in a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
ran the perfect defense in this situation, would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Now he's going to step up and run.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
They'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
A gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Gtowncapp.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
21G, 21G.
Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Still going inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That'll be caught by Rice. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
21-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Here's Tua.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Dolphins first down.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'm a high five me. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. 52 close.
On play action, Rattler.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To the air is Rattler. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Ready.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Let's go now. Black. Ready.
Rattler wants to throw it. There's Chris Olave. Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Rattler.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
They'll go play action here with Rattler.
Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now Tua. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane,
67 yards.
And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
That's the score. Dolphins.
So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now Rattler. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Fall for touchdown offense by getting one on defense. they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43. Set.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
45, right. Ready.
Here's Rattler. This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Oh, and his early struggle